Yeah, so we are back again to the panel and cross-sectional data. So for panel and cross-sectional data analysis, the first dialog box that you will see in the new VSP 2.0 is this. And it will ask you whether your data set contains the entity and year columns. You will type Y to proceed or N to abort so that you can go and correct it. Now, because the panel and cross-sectional data analysis makes use of entity and time, it is essential that the data set contains these too sensitive information as part of the variables. This dialog works is to remind the user of the need to include them. If you are sure that your dataset contains them, type Y and click OK to proceed. S, go back and correct them. It is more appropriate to give the name, entity, and year to the time to the entity and time variables column instead of firm and period or time, to align with the suggestions presented by the VSP 2.0 definition, data definition from for the cross-sectional analysis, the data definition from dialog will look like this. Now let's see. Let's bring it up, and then now this is how it looks like. Now in this particular one, you can see that we have a dependent variable name. There are more than two, so you have something like profit. Of course, they are separated by comma. Profit, comma, incentive, then market gain. It's the trade that forms the dependent variable proxies or surrogates in this particular analysis that we want to do. That this form has identified or defined. Now, that takes us to the independent variable names, which contains 4 independent variables: pre-tax 1, pre-tax 2, pre-tax 3, pre-tax 4. And then in this particular one, we're also introducing the control variable, which we give as incentive 1. And we're also introducing a moderating variable, which we give as incentive 2. Now, because the dependent variables are more than one, that is, they have more than one proxies, we have to coin a name that will combine all the proxies into one, at least to satisfy the main objective. And in this particular one, we said that the combined dependent variable name is performance. Let's say that profit, incentive, and market gain are, also surrogates of performance. So now, in this particular one, we want to the year or time of analysis desired is 2023. We want to see what happened in 2023 for the firms that will be analyzed. And then the column head or year or time as it's in the data set to enable the VSP to locate where the 2023 is here. He has done there. And then the names entities desired for the period, those are the entities, the names, the firms desired for the period. You may decide to just put all as if you want all of them, all the entities in the database to be included, you put simply just all instead of listing their names. But if you are selective, you have to list the names separated by comma. And then the column head for entities, as it is in dataset, is the entity. Now, just like when we put a year, the entity is to enable the VSP to go and look for those entities under that particular column. Now, the name of a dataset file is a cross-sec. So just like what we normally do, and then what next thing is once you are able to define it like that, you click process cross-sectional analysis, and that will go. Now, for us to know exactly more, for us to have more information on what we are saying, in the above form, 3 dependent variables have been entered. This implies that the main objective function's outcome variable is proxied by 3 sub-dependent variables named profit, incentive, and market gain. These 3 variables are then represented as performance in the combined dependent variable name, which forms the outcome variable for the major objective function. From the form, it was also observed that there are 4 predictors or independent variables named pre-tax 1, pre-tax 2, pre-tax 4, pre-tax 3, and so on and so forth. This was followed by the control variable named incentive 1 and the moderating variable named incentive 2. With VSP 2.0, it is possible to use both control and the moderating variables as part of the data analysis control parameters, thereby enhancing the robustness of the analysis. Names of entities desired assume that not all the firms or entities in the data set will be used for the analysis. If however, the user intends to use all if however the user intends to use all the entities or firms in the data set, then the entry will be all instead of the individual name, just like as I explained earlier. So that's that, and then we'll now go to practicalize it so that we can see some of this very well. We have already done some of them, so it's all right. Thanks for watching.